watching the 2024 SCAC Fall Media Days. Today, we're taking a look at the Centenary College cross-country programs. Ladies and gents will be led once again as they head into the season of the guides head coach Joseph Moses Jr., along with leadership from first years Joseph Coleman and Gabi Malagarie. And Coach Joseph, Gabi, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Coach, we'll open up with you heading into this season. Where have you seen the biggest growth with these programs over the last couple of years as you started to build the foundation? And ultimately, how excited are you just to be back at the start of the new year with these programs?
Yes. First, I'll start off by, we've grown in numbers. That's always a good thing. And then just the excitement to bring in all of these true freshmen, men and women in the program that are very talented. We're real excited this year.
Joseph, for you coming into this your first season at the collegiate level, what are you most excited about just to kick off your college career? What are you looking forward to most as you get ready to prepare for this 2024 season?
Yeah, ever since I got into high school, this has been my dream. This is something I was devoted to, competing at the next level, showing no matter where you came from, you can still make a big impact. I came from a small school. And then Coach Moses picked me up, and now I'm excited. I'm ready for it. It's a new experience. I get to train at a different level. Yeah, I'm ready.
Gabi, obviously coming in your first year as well, a big transition year, making that jump from high school to the collegiate level. What do you anticipate some of the adjustments that you're going to have to make, in that jump to the college level, and how do you feel you're prepared to face those adjustments and those challenges coming into the season?
I definitely understand college is a different level than high school, and it will be a lot harder and more difficult, but I'm here going to communicate with my coaches and other teammates to get better and better myself.
Coach, tell us a little about these two teams. You mentioned a bunch of first years coming into these programs. What have you seen as they've made that transition early on that gives you confidence? And what are some things that you look for early from these new incoming faces into these programs that, grow your confidence that they're going to be prepared to take on those challenges as the season gets underway?
Well, we try to recruit high talented, smart young men and women. And so coming in, most of the guys and girls already have the knowledge of just the sport itself. So that's a plus. And so at that point, we're very excited as coaches to coach them, So we're looking for a very promising season this year.
Joseph, you talk about, those goals and aspirations that you had, all the way back into your early years of high school, and you put together quite a successful high school career. How much, confidence do you gain from having that previous experience at the high school level coming this year? And, as far as, the adjustments and the transition, just from a competitive standpoint, where do you expect to make those adjustments or those transitions happening as you come into the season?
Yeah, kind of similar to what Gabi said. College is way different from high school. Coach Moses showed me that as soon as I got here. But yeah, so with my high school experience and, like you said, the accomplishments that I had made, I knew that wasn't going to be enough at this level. I have to do 10 times more than what I was already doing. In the beginning, I wasn't, as where I'm at now, but where I'm at now still isn't enough for me. I still want to grow. There's always room for improvement, so I just want to get better. I'm shooting for the top. I'm going for it all. So those are my goals.
Gabi, you talked a little bit about kind of the adjustments and making that jump from the high school level to the college level. I'm just interested, what are you excited about? Taking your college or your athletic experience, bringing it to the college level. What are you looking forward to most competing here in the college cross-country scene as you get prepared for this year?
I'm very excited to meet a new team, be in a different environment, getting closer with my coaches and teammates, and just doing better, running better, faster.
Coach, it's an exciting year for the Centenary cross-country programs. Obviously, not only welcoming in all this new talent, but having the opportunity to host the SCAC championships at the end of the season when championship season rolls around. What are you excited about as far as that opportunity, and what are you looking forward to most in hosting these SCAC teams down there in Shreveport and having to kick off the fall championship season there with the cross-country championship?
It's always good to be able to host at home, get a little home field advantage. And, I've hosted home meets before, like championships before, at my other schools I coached at. So nothing new, but we want to, show the world that Centenary exists down here in Shreveport, Bossier. And so we want to put on a good show and have some fun with it.
And finally, as we wrap up with our two student athletes, Joseph and Gabi, as you've had, conversations with some of your teammates and put some thought in some of the goals and expectations you have, both individually and for your team as a whole coming into the season, what have those conversations, those thoughts looked like? And ultimately, what do you see as being key in accomplishing those heading into the year?
Coming into this, I want to be a champion. I want to, like I told you, I'm shooting for the top. I talked to Coach Moses about it. We talked about my goals and what I wanted and how he's going to, set that pathway for me, and I just got to execute it. So, and that's just my individual. As a team, I want us to, come together. Like, it's a new group I'm not familiar with. I'm growing. We becoming a family. We already are a family. We're just growing even more. So, as a team, I just want us all to grow, improve, and be up there with it.
Like he said, I'm big on family, growing a bond with each other. Like, if one of us is struggling, we know we can go to each other for anything.
And finally, Coach, as we wrap up with you, one of the great things about sports is success can be defined and measured in so many different ways. Obviously, there's results and there's places and times, but then beyond, the lines of the cross country course, there's so many successes as well. So when you talk about success with your student athletes, what is that message that you try and deliver? And ultimately, these seasons look successful with what plays out over the course of 2024.
Well, just with the student athletes with our program, we try to do things besides just track and field and cross country. We try to grow them as adults, and in society one day. So, we're blessed to have some great kids, student athletes in our program, and I try to give them advice every day, the things that you're going to probably see or face one day. So, and just hopefully one day they take that advice and grow from that. So.
Centenary College men's and women's cross country programs, the ladies and gents again, led by head coach Joseph Moses Jr., along with leadership from first years Joseph Coleman and Gabi Malagarie. Ladies and gents will open up the 2024 campaign when they head down to the Mississippi College opener on September 6th. Coach, Joseph, Gabi, thanks so much for joining us today, and best of luck as you head into the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.